Hey! Remember me?
Yes, I do, Peter. How you doing?
Good. I interviewed you last year.
Yeah, well, come on in and sit down.
How you doing?
Good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
I'm just catching up on a little bit of the news
All
around the
right.
local area. Keeping up with everything.
Who's your guest there, Santa Claus?
Oh, that's one of my top elves back there. He kind of keeps everybody in line. They don't come messing with him.
He looks pretty big.
Yeah, this is George. He's kind of in charge of security.
Okay. How tall is he?
Oh, well, he's a little bit over 5'9".
Yeah, like 2 feet over.
He's kind of like a giant elf, you know.
So he's your bodyguard, I guess?
Well, yeah, you could say that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Let me get my calls here.
Okay.
Hello, Mama. Can you hold my calls? I've got Peter here. He's doing an interview. Yeah, just hold them all. All right. Well, thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah,
Well,
Mama. She's kind of my secretary.
Okay. Yeah, he's a big elf. Anyway, I think I have a couple of questions I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, go
now,
ahead.
do you go by Santa Claus or Nick?
No,
or?
you know, we're kind of informal around here. I like to go Nick when I'm on vacation. Been down here in the South, kind of been working out.
So, yeah, you're looking good, Santa
Well,
Claus.
thank you very much.
Now, we are in an undisclosed location that you don't want nobody to know.
That's correct.
And the crazy thing is we're not in the North Pole.
Well, no, we come down here where it's nice and warm.
Everybody
and
thinks
tropical.
that you live in the North Pole. So.
Well, during the season we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, he is big. Now, I think I had a couple of questions, and I won't keep you very long.
Well, go ahead.
Old Saint Nick. In the off season, okay. Now I know we're pretty far south down here, so how do you keep your reindeer from getting hunted by the hunters?
Well, we have a big compound here. We got a lot of fencing, a lot of barbed wire.
Yeah.
We have some tires around for guards. So a lot of the elves, they make great guards. They can hide. They can get around real easy. Yeah. And each one carries a semi-automatic.
I noticed on the way in, now the one elf seemed very ticked off.
Well, he probably was. He had kind of a higher job here, and he got in a little bit of trouble. That's the unfortunate thing with iPhones and the internet.
Right.
He said some things, got misintruded as something else, and so we kind of had to back him down a little bit.
Right.
He'll come around.
Anyway, okay. Now, this is quite a beautiful place you have here. Of course, again, you said it was it's an undisclosed.
Yes, it is.
Now, a couple of questions, Mr. Claus, and I'll wrap this up. I'm sure people ask you this all the time if they get the chance, but there's been rumors and speculations that you're using illegal children laborers in other countries to manufacture your toys. Now, this is something that I've been wanting to address, and I wanted to see your opinion on that because you make a lot of toys. So,
Peter, let me tell you, we talked to your editor, and this was not supposed to come up.
I'm sorry, the child labor law. Well, I mean, my editor really never said anything about it, but. I know you're busy, and I know sometimes
I'm very busy.
Excuse me. Your elves sometimes get overworked by such the high demand for toys, and there'd been a few speculations that that Santa Claus, of course, outsourced his jobs to underage children laborers in the
Look, people overseas have to work too.
Well, I know, but
no, you listen. We're providing a service here. The market is tough. You've got all these toy companies making toys, trying to undercut us here at the North Pole.
Well, this isn't the North Pole. This is
For all intents and purposes, it's the North Pole. We do a lot of stuff. We've been doing it for years.
Well, that's okay. Okay, you can calm down, Mr. Claus. But
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have to ask you to leave if you keep talking about this stuff. You see that big elf right there?
Don't. You don't have to get George involved with this.
Well, you keep it up. He's going to get.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's got a 12-gauge shotgun back there.
Okay, all right. Let's not talk about child labor laws. Let's not talk about that no more.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, well, let's talk about something.
Remember, one thing. I got a list. I check it twice, and your name is on it. If you want to keep it on it,
okay.
Let's keep things.
Okay, that's fine. That's
adult.
fine. That's fine. We'll keep it adult. Okay. Well, let's not talk about the child labor laws then.
Now,
Okay. Now,
let's talk about my reindeer.
yeah, your reindeer, of course.
It's hunting season coming up, and we are very proud of our reindeer. We bring them down here, let them feed, let them eat, let them have a great time. The elves are all up at Santa Claus, Indiana. We run a nice resort, keep it clean, and you know, we got a little competition up there. There's another place down the road. They're real good too. But
now, I noticed you have some folks on the front porch, and a couple of them are some more kids. Now, these kids look like they're from China. Now, this is some more of your, on the subject of, I know you didn't want to talk about that, but,
they've been invited here as guests.
So, do you illegally work these children in your workshop?
No, these people are not here to work. They're here to have a good time. They're permanent guests here.
Well, what do you mean permanent guests? What?
Well, they got in around the alarms, the fencing and stuff.
So they broke into your compound.
Oh, yeah. So you see the elderly couple, they've been here for years. They snuck in as about 12-year-old kids on a dare.
So pretty much they're prisoners.
No, they are guests.
Well, it sounds like to me it's glorified prisoners.
No, they are guests.
You said permanent guests.
They are permanent guests. We treat them like family. George, we not treat these people as family?
That's right.
Look, see there?
Well, okay. Well, I'm just kind of curious. You said permanent guests. That sounds like it's hostages to me. But you know what? It's none of my business.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Well, sure. Go ahead.
Do you like hot tubs?
Of course.
You like cable?
Yeah.
You like internet?
Well, sure.
You like swimming pools? We have an Olympic-sized pool. You like stuff like that? Ponies?
Whoa. Why are you asking me that?
Well, because unfortunately, you are now a guest of the North Pole.
But I was invited here to come interview you.
Well, no, your editors wanted to come, and they.
So you're telling me I'm a prisoner of your?
You are a guest. You're a
permanent guest of your compound.
A guest, and you'll get to know everybody around here, and if you choose to work, you choose to work.
You can't do this to me.
Well, yes, I can. I'm afraid I can.
You can't do this to me.
George, where's that 12 gauge at?
But wait a minute. You're supposed to love all kinds of people.
I'm sitting there in the corner waiting.
You're supposed to love all people.
Come here for a minute. I'm going to show you something. Come here. I'm going to show you something.
Do we have to? Okay.
Yes.
You can go first.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get out of here and stay out. You ungrateful slut.